What is up to all my digital people in the digital space and beyond? How are you doing tonight? I know I have not. It's 10:30, number 1. Number 2, I didn't put out my notification or my, I guess my notice to let y'all know. I'm going to turn this off real quick that I am going live. But here's the thing, I am doing my best to hang in there to do these lives. I need to start bringing my equipment so I don't have to hold my thing up. Anyways, I'm doing my best to hang in there to send out, really good content for you guys and putting out posts and keeping in touch and letting you know I am here and waiting. So, for those of you that don't know me, this is your first time seeing me. I am Mandy Fernandez, your lifestyle design expert, mindset mentor, and business, right? Basically, like your business cheerleader or guide, I guess you'd say, for your spiritual business, right? For all my spiritual women entrepreneurs. Hello, somebody came on to say, hey, how are you doing? So the topic for today is, and I'm gonna do this real quick, right? Real quick. Knowing if y'all know me, and for those of you that this is not your first time and you know me, you know my real quick is like maybe if I'm lucky on the lower end 10 minutes, but it's usually 10-20. So I am going to really try to do this within 5-minute increments with regard to these videos. But I wanted to touch on this real quick for all my women that either are aspiring entrepreneurs or you're entrepreneurs that have been in business for about 1 to 5 years, or we'll just say 0 to 5 years, and you're just kind of like, the business that you're in, maybe it's making money, maybe it's not, but you kind of just feel like you just are disconnected. You feel like there's something off, right? And you feel like it's just something that's just not satisfying you, either usually mentally, emotionally, or spiritually, right? Okay, so what I wanted to share with you is, especially for women that aren't even aware that spiritual businesses exist. And when I say spiritual business, I don't mean like, okay, well, she says spiritual. Does that mean that the business she's talking about is like, like psychic readings and that type of stuff, or maybe the spiritual business is going to lead me into a religion, or how to get closer connected to the creator? No, that's not necessarily what I mean, or what it's about. That would be separate businesses in itself, trying to lead you to that, right? But the point of a spiritual or purpose-based business is really about you choosing, being selective, number one, choosing a business that is in alignment um, with your beliefs, with your faith, with how basically you live your life, your virtues, your values. It, in the everyday ordinary sense, when somebody opens up a business, it's really just about money. It's about the bottom dollar. It's about the end goal. It's not really about the process, the in between, about the connection with people. It's not even about, sometimes people will get into business and they completely disregard who they are as a person, what they believe in, maybe their spiritual background is, right? And they do these things, like I said, purely for the end result, which is get a customer, get money, and that's it. And I will tell you that is not fulfilling in the least. It may be fun within the first 1-2 years, let's say 5 years. You're getting money, you're doing it, but eventually, what will happen is, just imagine you go out and you move, and I love to just talk about analogies and stories and stuff, but just imagine you move out and you're a water person. I'm a water person. I love the water. But then again, I'm kind of a chameleon. I can kind of like adapt to any area and any place. But my home is being around the ocean, the water, the blues, the freedom. Like, water to me is just freedom, and that's my spirit. That is what I resonate with, what I anyways, believe it at that. So, but just imagine that that's you. But then you go and you move to the mountains or to the desert area, right? And you start to build this thing around you. And let's say it makes you money. And you're like, wow, this is a great, I'm building like this city, right? We're building this city. And you're putting 1 brick, 2 bricks, you have a building, you have some people come in, and more money. And so you build a little more and more money's coming in. Well, now you look around you 5 years later, you have an entire freaking fortress around you of people that you're responsible for, of responsibilities, duties, obligations. And what's happening is you're getting the money, but in order to get to that money, the process that you're going through, the steps that it takes to get that money, to get it in, is no longer fulfilling. You're like, okay, been there, done that. It was great when I was first learning it because it was something new, but now it's not connected to you. It's not connected to your soul. It's not representative of you as a person or your beliefs or values, and you are pretty much compromising who you are as a person to just get that bottom dollar, to get that dollar bill, right? So that's the same thing when you are deciding to choose a business with a foundation of a spiritual foundation, or like a purpose, right? So in the same sense with the purpose, with the purpose driven business, is you are going in with intentionality, right? You're going in with intention, and you're going in with an actual purpose aside from the bottom dollar, aside from just making money. You're going in to say, okay, what kind of service can I provide, or what kind of product can I provide, right? That is a win-win-win situation, right? And when I say win-win-win, I'm talking about it's a win for you, it's a win in all levels. Not just, okay, it's a win for you financially or monetarily, okay? Because there's more to life than just making money. I will tell you right now, and I say this over and over, and I'll continue to say this because I want for my entrepreneurs and my business people to understand that there is not just one way or a couple of ways or even 100 ways to make money. And aside from that, to make a lot of money or to make millions of dollars, there is a million ways to make $1,000,000, and ways that haven't even been created yet, that haven't even been what's the word I want to, there's a word that's on the tip of my tongue. Okay, so never get caught up in only in the tunnel vision of like, oh, there's only one way to make money, and that's working for another company. How do you think those people got those companies? They started with the vision, right? They created that pretty much from thin air, or from a vision, or from somebody else's idea as a spin-off, whatever. Sorry, I had to go off on that tangent. I told you that when I say short. Wait, I think if I push that, okay, cool, I'm doing good. 6 minutes, 7 minutes, that's not bad. So I was going off on a tangent, and now I messed myself up because I was going on a flow. Okay, so for yourself, the win has to be, it has to be purposeful and good for you. Win number one, and that means on all levels. On mentally, it has to be a win for you spiritually. It has to be a win for you emotionally. It has to fulfill you. It has to be able to fit around your lifestyle, not make your lifestyle, which is what a lot of 9-to-5ers or corporate people do. Is they find a job, and then what they do is they build their life around that job. They take vacations, or they visit family, or they do things based around that job, basically that position. You hear it all the time. Oh, I can't because I gotta work this day, or I can't, and everything is built around the job. Well, in this way, when you're building a purpose driven, you really need to create your life first, especially with the program that I have, that I'm coming out with. I'm so excited in March. It's my 3-month program, but you design literally like a blueprint, the lifestyle that you want to have first, and then you think about, okay, what business can you provide? And that is, again, what service or product that you can provide. That's a win for you. Okay, that's first. Then the other thing about that is, what service or product can you provide that is a win for the customer? So it can't just be, again, a means to an end. And here's another big difference with a spiritual / purpose-based business versus just the usual circumstance of, well, what business can I start to make money? What business can I do? Oh, let's see what's most popular. Let's see what's on, like Forbes and whatever, and then I'll jump into that. And people do choose things based off of that, and it's not a good place to be in, because I'm telling you, remember, think about, you're an ocean or water person, and you're trying to build your shit around in a desert. Don't do that. If you're an ocean or water person, go to the fucking ocean and water and build your shit with that foundation, something that you love, you enjoy, that is part of you. Anyways, okay, went off on my second tangent. It's a win for the customer, right? So, okay, the difference with that is, this is the second difference, is when most people start businesses, it's about providing to the consumer or their customer or client or whatever what they want, versus spiritually and purpose-based is what they need, right? And so there are ways you can do that, like to market market ethically and say, okay, you want this, I hear what you want, but I'm going to give you what you need. So like there's a lot of stuff, like an example I like to use is these fake ass plastic, well, of course they're fake, but these plastic ass really bad toys that are being marketed to our children, but to us through our children, right? And so our children are seeing these things, and these companies don't care. They're fucking making loads and loads and loads of money, destroying our planet in the process. It's just that there's no way that is a purposed spiritual or purposed based or driven business at all. So you have to think about that. You have to think, well, what am I doing? Am I doing this because it fulfills me and it also fulfills my client? Does it put their life in a better position in regards to the quality of their life? Is it helping them? Is it helping their life in some way? I mean, shit. If we wanted to say, that everything had a purpose, which is to make money, we could say drug dealers are spiritual and purpose based. And fuck no, that's not the case, right? What does that do? Yeah, it's beneficial to them, number one, but it's not a win-win-win because number one, number one, it hurts, right? Their clients or customers. Drugs hurt people, not just hurt people, but they kill, they destroy lives. It is harmful to the planet. All those chemicals and what they got to do to process that. It's horrible, right? So that's another thing. Are you providing a product or service that is something that people actually need to better their lives, that will help them, that will benefit them, that will put them in a better position than they were, make them feel good, make them feel better in a good way, in a positive way? Or are you just giving them something that they want that will satisfy them for maybe half a second, and then you take their money, and then now they're left feeling like, wow, I just kind of got duped because I spent my money on this thing, but it's like, it's not, it was like a taste of freaking chocolate and now it's gone out of my mouth, like what the hell, And I know this kind of may seem like it's kind of like, oh, it's a lot, or wow, I never thought of it like that, or maybe even simplistic to some people, but this is the truth. This is some of the things that people don't take into consideration as a spiritual person. People, I think a lot of people don't even understand, well, I didn't even know I could start a business from a spiritual or purpose-based foundation. Like, I can actually do something that matters to me, that I care about, and I can make an impact, and I can make money from it. Fuck yeah, yes you can. And I am well on my way, and I'm doing it, and I'm creating it, and I know a lot of people that are doing it as well. So we just got to figure that out. We got to open you up. We got to get in there. We got to figure out what that is for you. The third win is obviously for me. If you haven't noticed, it has to be a win for the planet, right? Like, if you're going to create something, whether that's a service or a product, make sure that it's good for you. Make sure that it's good for your client and your customers. But make sure that it's not that. Let's not talk on the negative. That it's talk on the positive. That it's beneficial to our planet too. That it works hand in hand, right? That it's kind of like a synergized, like flow of energy and benefits and value all around, right? When you can accomplish all three of those things on those levels, then I would say you definitely have a purpose-based business for sure. But for all my spiritual or faith-based people, you definitely can have a business that is in alignment with your faith or your spirituality as a person, as a human being, and creating things that make you a millionaire, spiritual millionaire. I wonder if I should trademark that. But yeah, so I hope you guys got really good insight about that. I hope that now you have some type of clear indication of, okay, when you're thinking about opening a business or when you're thinking about starting a business, include, who you are into that. Really infuse and incorporate yourself first. Think about who you are as a person, what your values are, what your beliefs are, where your faith stands, and then go from there, because you can find a business. You can create a business. Oh my God, you guys don't even know how much power that you have, not just as a human being, but as a human being. Oh my gosh, it's yes. So to literally create from thin air, you guys have a lot of power to do that, and you can and you will, but you just have to be open to tapping into that and maybe having a lot of guidance and a good community that understands you and knows what you're going through, and that will help you through that. So that is all for tonight. I love you guys. Be kind to yourself as well as to others. Try something new today, see where it takes you, and as always, be a free spirit, have a brave heart. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.